The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now here's Aaron Jones. He'll get this close to the 1st down marker, taken down just shy at the 38. 3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
To the right side, this is Jones. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
2 yards on the play. And the Vikings 1st down.
Now Darnold. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Play fake to Jones. Now Darnold. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Darnold to throw again. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Got his man at the 6. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw again is Darnold. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They look to run with Jones. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Want to finish this opening drive with 6. So the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. Darnold to throw. And he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and good. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Ready. 21G, 21G.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready, guys?
In motion, it's Waddle. On 3rd down, they'll go with Achane. And this sequence, not one to build on. They're going to lose yardage on the 3rd down, and quickly it brings up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. Past midfield. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Darnold. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. To the goal line and in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Dolphins nothing. Will Piker the kickoff for the Vikings.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line.
And for a team that didn't show a whole lot of fight in this first half, Mike, that's a heck of a way to start quarter number 3. Oftentimes, when the offense or the defense finds themselves struggling, it's the special teams that light a fire into these guys. And I'll tell you, that's a heck of a return to give this offense great starting field position.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. That is hard. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the gun, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. From the gun on third down, Tagovailoa. He'll try to run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
touchdown. Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Minnesota. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he will score. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
They're right here.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey.
Man in motion is Berrios. On 2nd down, here's Tungo Vailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. He's got it. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Miami. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tag on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
With the score, Vikings.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Darnold again. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Calais Campbell, the longtime veteran, in there to bring him down. Now, Darnold. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Ready.
Hill brought in motion.
Solo left Zion. Hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. This is 1st and 10.
Yeah, ready.
Tua gonna throw. He's gonna look downfield once again. That is brought in. And they're gonna have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll drop to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd down. Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's into the end zone. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have cut the deficit to 5. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play fake to Jones. Now Darnold. Taking off. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. On play action, here's Darnold. He'll take off again.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. And sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll run again.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa finds the open man, Braxton Berrios. It is 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Tua. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Chandler now to return it. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's first and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. So a win here for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.